I tried coming up with a profound reason as to why we recorded this review at the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site. Something along the lines of what we knew as luxury has evolved over the years. But I couldn't come up with anything, so I'll stop being a philosopher and just stick to talking about cars. Introducing the C9, a Chinese luxury SUV that, according to Omoda, is designed to elevate every drive. The model you see on screen is a 2025 Omoda C9 2-liter turbo-inspired two-wheel drive, and in this video we'll be reviewing its design, its interior and practicality, how it drives, and its price. Without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. In terms of design, the Omoda C9 is arguably one of the best-looking SUVs available in South Africa right now. This car looks absolutely amazing. If you're into welcome lights, the Omoda C9 has you covered. It does this welcome dance every time you unlock it. For those dark rainy days, you have these paddle lights which you see when you open your door at night. Very nice. Perhaps one of the most sophisticated design elements on the C9 are the door handles. As you approach the car, the vehicle unlocks and the door handles pop out. Walk away from the vehicle and the door handles become flush with the C9 smooth lines. I couldn't believe it, but these 20-inch wheels wrapped in Michelins come standard with the base model C9. This roof spoiler with 2 high-level brake lights looks unusual, but that's not a bad thing at all. The 4 pipes aren't real, but FYI, this is how your Omoda C9 will sound. Overall, this car looks great and it doesn't feel like it was built to a budget, but rather to set a standard for Chinese luxury SUVs. But what is your favorite color on this car? Do you like it in the cosmic black, moonlight white, meteorite gray, or quantum gray? Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're at it, please like, share and subscribe. Do all of those YouTube things, I really do appreciate it. Also, I'd like to send a massive shout out to the guys of Omoda Bryanston for making this video possible. They have a wide variety of Omoda products in stock, including this C9 Explore 4-wheel drive with a light brown interior. Contact Omoda Bryanston using the details on screen, ask for Sheldon, and he'll be more than happy to assist you. Moving to the interior, and I hope you're sitting comfortably. There's a lot to cover in here. This door handle is probably one of the most confusing things in this cabin. The less said about it, the better. In front of you is a leather-wrapped multifunction steering wheel. And when I say multifunction, I mean it. Behind it are a pair of pedals with a soft touch material on them, and your gear selector is a stock Mercedes-Benz style. Hidden behind the steering wheel, you have 3 buttons for traction control, hill descent control, and summoning the 360-degree camera. To your left is a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. When it works, it's absolutely crisp and a joy to use, especially for navigation. But I got frustrated with how frequently it just decided not to connect with my phone. I have it on good authority that this is something that can be fixed with a software update, but my issue is that I would have liked it to work the first time around. Despite the minimalistic approach that they've taken for this interior, you still get a mixture of switches for your air conditioning. This center knob is used to control your different driving modes, such as
normal mode, sport mode, eco mode.
Not only are these volume controls annoying to use, but they're so far away from the driver. You're better off using the ones on the steering wheel. One of the biggest marketing tricks that Omoda have used to sell their cars are their voice commands. They have limited comprehension, but they're fun to use once you understand them. Hi Omoda.
Please say it.
Please close the sunroof.
The sunroof is already closed.
Please close the sunshade.
Okay.
Now you might be wondering why this car has a micro SD slot. This is for your built-in dash cam which comes standard with the car. Your insurance will absolutely love you for having this. I also enjoy using these touch-sensitive reading lights. What I'm not so sure about is the positioning of the hazard light switch. So much so that I even had to call a sales executive from Omoda to find out where the switch has been placed. These are some of the most comfortable seats I've ever experienced in a car. They come with these thick adjustable sleep headrests. And no, I didn't come up with that name. It's in the spec sheet. In terms of practicality, you have this huge door which houses 2 cup holders and some space for valuables like keys amongst other things. This is one of the biggest armrests I've ever seen in a car, with an air vent which doubles up as a fridge or a warmer. Beneath the center console is a tunnel which allows you to put a few items in here. You have USB-A and USB-C ports to charge your devices. In front of your passenger is a dampened glove box big enough for your service books and other things. This Inspire model comes standard with an 8-speaker sound system from Sony, which does a good job of playing back your music. Moving to the back seat, and it's absolutely spacious in here. Legroom, knee room and headroom are excellent, and it's easy to get comfy in here thanks to the reclinable back seats. If you're behind the front passenger and you don't have enough space, you can use what they call the boss button to shift the seat forward. I'd hate to be a front passenger if you have naughty occupants in the back. In terms of practicality, you have pouches behind the front seats, air vents behind the front armrest and on your B pillars, heated seats for your rear passengers, and USB-A and USB-C slots to charge your devices. Last but not least, you have this huge panoramic sunroof which affords all occupants of the C9 a sense of space and airiness in the cabin. Moving to the boot, and you have 660 liters of space in here. Under the boot floor is a full-size spare tire with a mag, which is a nice to have on an SUV. For longer items, you can drop these rear seats and have a total of 1,783 liters of space. Just for context, see how this boot swallows up my work backpack. And to show you how big this boot is, I bought a washing machine and managed to load it in here with no issues at all. Under the hood, you'll find a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol unit pushing out 192 kilowatts of power and 400 Newton meters of torque. The Chinese are very secretive when it comes to acceleration and top speed figures, but I managed to get a 0 to 100 time of around 7.5 seconds. Fuel consumption is claimed to be 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers, but with some city driving, you can expect to get around 11 liters per 100 kilometers. Out on the open road, the Omoda C9 is buttery smooth. The comfort levels of this car amaze me. Just look how well this car absorbs bumps. It can do this all day long. The brakes also do a good job of bringing this 1.8-ton SUV to a halt. However, there is something I must confess. While it looks good when it's in a hurry, to actually do that spirited driving, let's just say this car wasn't designed for that. Under heavy acceleration, the steering tends to feel loose, and the best way to describe the handling in that setting is unpredictable. On the flip side, this car does a great job of just wafting along whether you're in the city or doing cross-country driving. Speaking of wafting along, we also had our very own Mrs. Driven to be my chauffeur, because what good is a luxury SUV if you can't be driven around in it? She pointed out that this is a very smooth drive, but it doesn't do much to hide its size. Luckily, this vehicle comes standard with a lot of safety features such as 7 airbags, speed limiter reminder, lane keep assist, and adaptive cruise control. Even this base Inspire model comes standard with heads-up display. So, what's the damage? When you buy a brand new 2025 Omoda C9 2-liter turbo Inspire, expect to pay a price of 785,900 Rand. If you finance that over 72 months at an interest rate of 11% with no deposit and no balloon payments, expect your monthly installments to be around 14,959 Rand. Add 2 full tanks of petrol and your monthly cost should come up to around 17,741 Rand. I used my information to get an insurance quote from Naked, and the monthly premiums came up to 3,265 Rand. Add all of these costs together and your monthly cost of ownership should come up to around 21,006 Rand. When you buy a brand new Omoda C9, it comes standard with a 7-year 100,000 kilometer service plan and a 7-year 200,000 kilometer warranty for stress-free motoring and peace of mind. For the first owner, it also has a 10-year 1 million kilometer engine warranty. This is a very bold commitment from Omoda, showing customers how much they trust their product. So, what are my final thoughts on the 2025 Omoda C9 2-wheel drive Inspire? For the money, it would be difficult to find a more complete package anywhere else. This car oozes with refined road manners, stately looks, and an extensive list of standard spec. Perhaps its biggest rival is the 4-wheel drive Explore model, which adds more standard features and better road holding ability to an already compelling package. So while our definition of luxury hasn't changed much, we can safely say that our understanding of Chinese vehicles as cheap cars has evolved into them having all of the features you could ever want at a fraction of the cost. Maybe my philosophical intro didn't go to waste after all. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more reviews like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care and stay driven. Maar on this review I look nice, Shem. Ke la aparetse 2-piece no gal. Nka re review ena e shootetse Miami ngwanaka.